I've been using a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 for a couple days now, and after taking over 200 photos with it in New York City, I can clearly see the difference. The photos this phone takes are beautiful, and I cannot wait to upload my camera comparison against the Z Fold 6, so definitely be on the lookout for that. And if you're new here, I'm Mark. I make no BS tech reviews, so consider subscribing because I always just say it how it is. Thanks to the new Pro Visual Engine, video quality has also seen an increase as well. Here I am walking through an area so dark I could barely see where I was going, and yet the Z Fold 7 has captured it. On top of that, you also get 10-bit HDR video recording, and it just looks incredible with details, colors, and of course that sweet HDR making the video look punchy. Samsung has also improved how smoothly the cameras switch as you zoom in and zoom out, and they even added a slider to help with making steady zooms. But see, that 200 megapixel camera and, well, overall the cameras aren't the only impressive thing. In fact, the best thing about this phone is just the usability, because having a folding phone, it really needs to be one thing. It has to be comfortable. If it's not comfortable, using it is gonna be a chore. And, well, let's be honest, no one likes chores. This phone feels like it's 2 generations newer compared to the previous Z Fold 6 thanks to its updated design. It is now wider than the Z Fold 6 by a pretty good amount, making it look and feel more like a normal phone. And the weight? Sheesh, I mean, Samsung made it even lighter than the S25 Ultra. Now that is pretty impressive considering that once you open this beast up, you get a massive new 8-inch display. And also, just a heads up, and if you guys want to save some money, if you do want to buy this phone, pre-order it now to get the best deals. The deals that are going on right now will never be available throughout the rest of the year into the next year. So you can get up to $1,000 of trade-in credit, a free storage upgrade, and just by clicking my link, you'll save an extra $50 if you order within 30 minutes. So if you guys want to save the most amount of money, now is the time to do it. I'll have a link down below in the video description. The weight of the phone and the width of the phone is only part of the solution. The other part is how thin it is. The Z Fold 7 looks like it went through a bad breakup because, oh boy, did it shed a few sizes. Just look at it compared to the Z Fold 6. The difference is truly insane, and this is easily noticeable the second you pick it up. If you were a fan of the Z Fold 6 but found it a little awkward to use at times, I don't blame you, but this phone, it really does change my perspective of the Galaxy Z Fold. This truly does feel like a normal phone, whether you're carrying it in your pocket or in your hand. Oh, and that crease? Yeah, it does seem to be a little bit better than the Z Fold 7 as well, and Samsung has further improved on the software for that larger display thanks to One UI 8 Android 16, giving you more features and really making that large display become more helpful. See, a lot of these other companies, they make a folding phone with a large display, but they don't really make the software go hand in hand with that larger display. Samsung, on the other hand, they're trying to make the full, most advantage of it. The battery life seems to be pretty good so far. So the first day when I unboxed this phone, I believe it was around 1:30 in the afternoon. When I unboxed it, it had around 60% of battery life, and that's when I went to Manhattan and took a bunch of photos. And honestly, by the end, when I got back around 6 p.m., I still had about 27% of battery life left despite taking over 200 photos and videos, bright sun. The screen was at its maximum brightness. I was using GPS with the screen unfolded. Honestly, really surprising for the first boot. Because you guys have to remember, the first boot up of a phone, that first kind of charge is always going to be the absolute worst because your phone is downloading all your information, it's optimizing the phone, it's optimizing the battery, the software. There's a lot of things going on in the background, but even then, not bad. Despite the battery being the same physical size and capacity as the Z Fold 6, well, the new chip, the Snapdragon 8 Elite made for Galaxy, it's a bit more optimized for the battery life, as well as, of course, the new software also has its own battery optimization. So overall, I'm expecting this to outlast the Z Fold 6 by quite a good margin. But of course, as the days go on and the more I use this phone, I will definitely give you guys an update, hopefully soon. Now, some of the competition out there, like the Oppo I have here, yeah, you know what? this is not the thinnest phone in the world, it's not the lightest phone in the world, whereas other companies are kind of trying to chase that. This phone kind of makes up for it in terms of software, because the Oppo is a great phone, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to software, that's where Samsung truly shines. They are, like, in my opinion, one of the only companies that are actually taking advantage of that large display. They're one of the only companies that are actually giving you all of the promised AI features, unlike some other company, you know the one. They're giving it to you all day one. The second you unbox it, you have it. Also, 7 years of support. That's something that you do not get on the Oppo. In fact, that's not something you get on like 99% of Android phones. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if software and support means a lot to you, this is the one to get. Also, just check out that color. Yeah, it's a fingerprint magnet, we know, but damn, it looks good. I want to get a clear case for it. What do you guys think? I think it's gonna look sick. Now, as far as strength goes, on the front glass, you do get the latest Gorilla Glass Ceramic 2 for that ultimate scratch protection. And on the rear glass, you get Gorilla Glass Victus 2, which is pretty much the same, except, one is just meant for the display and the other is meant for the rear panel. But all in all, they're supposed to improve on scratch protection, drop protection, crack protection, all the protections in the world. You got it. So what about the water and dust protection? Well, it's still the same IP48 as on the Galaxy Z Fold 6, which I'm okay with, because I took this phone to the beach multiple times, and well, I don't know what you know about the beach or if you've ever been to the beach, but it just so happens anytime you even look at a beach, you somehow already have a bunch of sand on your fingers. It just kind of magically appears. Long story short, sand got all over my Galaxy Z Fold 6, and you know what? 6-7 months later, it's doing just fine. Now, of course, I am planning on making a lot more videos on the Z Fold 7 and the Z Flip 7, which has this all new kind of full screen display. It even goes around the camera. That is so sick. Anyway, this is a super fun phone, and yeah, I'll be making a lot more videos on this as well. But in my next video, I'll be comparing this to the Z Fold 6 in terms of the overall phone and a camera comparison. And you know what? For the fun of it, I'll also compare this to the Galaxy S25 Ultra's camera. So, which of these beasts are gonna win? Let's find out soon. If you guys enjoyed today's video, definitely click that like button. It's free for you, but it helps me and the channel out a lot, and I always truly appreciate it. And if you're new here, like I said, consider subscribing. And what else do you want to know about these phones? Let me know down below in the comments, and I'll try to answer as many of you as I can. And as always, this was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.